I would now like to call up Cadet Maria Wegg to read us the police officer's prayer.
Police officer's prayer. Lord, I ask for courage, courage to face and conquer my own fears, courage to take me where others will not go. I ask for strength, strength of the body to protect others, and the strength of the spirit to lead others. I ask for dedication, dedication to my job to do it well, dedication to my community to keep it safe. Give me, Lord, concern for others who trust me and compassion for those who need me. And please, Lord, through it all, be at my side. Amen.
Ready!
Good evening. My name is Sergeant Paul Mazzi, and on behalf of the Howell Township Police Department, I would like to welcome you to the 10th graduation ceremony of the Howell Township Police Howell PAL Youth Camp. Throughout this week, officers from the Howell Township Police Department gave cadets a sneak peek into the many facets of law enforcement, to include the overall duties of the police officer, forensic investigations, fingerprinting and crime scene processing, firearms and the use of force, 911 communications, motor vehicle enforcement, and of course self-discipline and respect through drill and physical training. The New Jersey State Police also provided a presentation on composite sketching. The FBI discussed aspects of being a federal law enforcement officer, and the cadets had a presentation from Project Pride and got a chance to tour the Monmouth County Jail to see what life would be like as a corrections officer. Additionally, presentations were made by the Monmouth County Emergency Response Team, the Military Sea Lift Command, the U.S. Coast Guard, the Monmouth County Fire Academy, who also hosted us for our duration of our camp. As you can imagine, putting on this camp takes a great deal of time and commitment, so at this time I'd like to recognize the officers, PAL staff, and community partners that truly made this possible. Patrolman Maureen McBride, Corporal Michael Pavlik, Patrolman Drill Instructor Dan Baza, Patrolman and PT Instructor Ray Tillotson, Patrolman Jamie Higgins, Patrolman and PT Instructor Eric Otten, Lieutenant Bernard Fowler, Detective Christopher Nagy, Corporal Robert Hill, Patrolman Jesse Moore, Sergeant Dave Levine, Detective Robert Tenzi, Patrolman Matt Turney, Howell Police Communications Supervisor Steve Garrity, Howell PAL Organizer Jamie Serto, Howell PAL Director, retired Howell Police Sergeant Christopher Hill, Howell Police Intern Scott Weiss. The Howell Township Police Explorers also helped out this week. In fact, there's 3 of them up on stage, 3 of them in attendance tonight, who actually sat in the seats of these cadets. That's Marissa Brandon, who's up here, on stage with the Chief, Zach Ruiz, and Andrew Werner. So cadets, hopefully very soon you'll be joining those ranks of those explorers. We also like to thank Howell Police CMS Director Peggy Doyle, Caprici's Pizza, Climb Zone, Escape Theaters, the Howell Township Board of Education. Anthony Avillo is the training director for the Monmouth County Fire Academy and his entire staff. And last but not least, Howell Township Police Chief Andrew Kudrick, who at this time will be coming up and addressing the cadets.
So last Monday, when I addressed all of you at our opening ceremonies and did the history of the PD, I told you that I would be very proud of you for all of you standing here tonight. You know, everyone hear me okay? So I know for the past 7 days, you went through some pretty physical activity, you learned a lot, you got a really condensed version of it, an actual police academy, squeezed within 7 days. You got to see many facets of law enforcement, from the patrol all the way to forensics and everywhere in between. While many of your friends were home goofing off, probably playing video games and doing nonsense, you guys chose to basically start part of your profession. Whether you choose to go into law enforcement or whether you choose to do another career, I can tell you this, the foundations and your participation in this past 7 days is absolutely going to benefit you throughout your lives. Make sure you put this on your resume. Make sure you tell former employers or current employers that you go, future employers, that you are a cadet in the Law Enforcement Youth Academy. I can tell you this from being responsible to hiring many people, and that includes civilian staff, EMTs, and future police officers. That's one thing that I look for. You'll see it on patches, you'll see it all over our police department, you'll see it on the side of our vehicles, about being committed to the community. And all of you certainly were committed to not only this community, but all the communities that you represent. And I know we have several different ones: Billstone, Howell, Jackson, Spring Lake. We have many different communities represented here today. And just like I tell my officers, even though you wear a Howell patch, anywhere that you go, you represent that community, and you're also your representation of our fine agency. So anywhere you go, just remember you have that Howell shirt on. You're a symbol of my agency, an agency that's long filled with pride and dedication and respect. Howell is a very well-respected police department ever since it was founded back in 1971. And I know you probably remember what I said last Monday is that every chief, from the first chief to me, we appoint those that represent our community, that intelligent, educated, and we provide the best training, the best equipment, and everything that you want to represent as within a police department. So hopefully years from now, as you go through the ranks, if you become an explorer, or you become a part-time police officer down at the shore, even with us, and go on to be a police officer, hopefully I'll see your resume come across my desk. And there is two piles that I keep. One for general resumes, and one that have any reference to being a cadet or a volunteer within our emergency services or anything else. So just remember that when you go through your through the next several years. So I wish all of you, first of all, congratulations. It's quite an accomplishment. I know you started off with 44, ended up as a police chief, like last week and be here tonight is very important to me, because you definitely are the future, of our communities. You guys are going to be future leaders, no matter what you choose. I'm very proud to be before you today. So. Yeah.
Last Monday, 43 cadets attended the Police Athletic League Youth Academy. This evening, including myself, there are only 38 cadets here today. This evening, including myself, there are only 38 cadets here today. Throughout the week, we have learned about some of the significant duties of law enforcement, and also what it is like to do a lot of push-ups. But most important of all, we learned how rewarding this career can be. Every morning, these cadets wear their caps. Cap symbolizes commitment, attitude, and perseverance. Last of all, could we please have a round of applause for the cadets of Class 10?
Good evening. Today I'll be presenting the PT Award for Class 10. My name is Patrolman Ray Tillotson. I'm assigned to the evening squad for the Howell Township Police Department. However, last week I was assigned to torture your children during physical training. You guys will learn to love it. I'd like to thank all the instructors for a great week. I'd like to make a special thanks to Patrolman Eric Otten for all his help in PT. The PT assessment consists of PT Award to Cadet Jerry Rogerson. Come up and get your award.
Each year we give an academic week. The cadets were tested on the knowledge they gained in the classroom from the previous day. To the parents of the cadets, the instructors were happy to have experienced honor
Manager for cadets. So each year at our Policeman's Bowl, I get to present an Officer of the Year award. And 3 of the officers are in attendance here tonight. Officer Maureen McBride, Corporal Pavlik, and Sergeant Levine have all been recipients of the Officer of the Year over the past 3 years. As part of the cadet program, I also recognize the most outstanding cadet, known as the Chiefs Award. Up here standing with me is Marissa Brandon. She is a former recipient and the first recipient of our Chiefs Award, correct? So Marissa has gone on to be an outstanding police explorer, and she's also in the Colts-Neck ROTC program as well, where she is on the Honor Color Guard. So you can see, cadets, that all the hard work and the dedication and commitment does pay off, but she is well on her way to a very successful future. For the Youth Academy 10th class. This year's Chiefs Award goes to Haley Machado.
Cadet Jeffrey Heelan. Cadet Vincenzo Len.